HANA Cloud. This is the SAP HANA Cloud. And also we have the SAP HANA database. So what is the difference between SAP HANA database and SAP HANA Cloud database? So what is the major difference here? So coming to the HANA Cloud, SAP HANA Cloud is a complete database and application platform. Complete database and application platform. It's like suppose we discussed BTP as a PaaS, right? Platform as a service. Same as like here, the HANA Cloud as a DB as a service. DB as a service. So they are providing the DB as a service to the customers here to provision the data, to use the database functionality, application database functionalities and everything. So it's not only storing the data in the HANA Cloud, they can use the advanced data processing capabilities. So they can also use they have the inbuilt with the advanced data processing capabilities like text-based data and also the predictive based data. It's of the new features SAP introduced in the here. And also the spectacle data. So like that, there is some terminology they have the types of data. So like that, they have the number of types of data it will support it. These are the advanced data processing techniques here to advanced data processing technique here. So in this HANA Cloud, so we have the same as like same. It's a data is moving to the in the main memory. It's kind of column-oriented columnar database, same kind of information. So in the HANA, normally HANA is a in-memory capabilities. The future they have introduced so that whatever the data is storing into the coming to the traditional databases and also coming to the HANA database. So we have the similar concept is called the other databases. Other databases is called other traditional databases. Traditional databases means, so suppose if you take the other traditional databases, the first the request goes to the, so the request goes to the CPU, then memory, then disk storage, right? So disk storage here, the CPU, the request, whenever you hit the database, the request go to the CPU, then memory and disk. So this is the sequence it will follow. Whenever you want to pull the data, the request go to the CPU, then memory, then disk. Why? Because data is storing into the disk storage level. Storage level, the data is storing here. So that the request go to the here and here and here it will search it out. So then once it got the response, then it will give the response back to the then user. So this is the sequence flow of the traditional databases, non-HANA databases. I mean to say non-HANA databases. This is the traditional sequence. It will follow the like this here. Suppose if I take the HANA database, the HANA database is like, so same as like CPU to CPU, then main memory, we have the main memory capabilities, but they have storing the data here in the main memory itself. In the main memory itself, the data is getting stored here. That is all in the CPU concept, and we have the memory and we have the disk, right? Storage, kind of storage here. So here in the HANA database, the request go to the CPU, then main memory, we have the data is available here. In the main memory, we have the data is available here. Then it will pick up the data, then it will give the response to the user search query, right? So which means we are minimizing this timelines here, the storing the data into the disk level, from coming to the here, searching here, then giving to the here, searching. So like this timelines, inflow and outflow. So we are searching here, inflow and outflow. We are minimizing the timelines here. And also the data is getting stored into the memory level. In the main memory level, the data is getting stored here. So as per SAP comments, for accessing the data from main memory is faster than disk. How much? 1 lakh times faster than disk. Accessing the data from the main memory is 1 lakh times faster than the disk storage. That is the reason Hana, we have they have the in-memory capabilities, like they have introduced the in-memory capabilities, which means the data for the Hana database, it is sitting into in the main memory. That is called this is the one of the fastest in-memory database, which is developed by our SAP vendor team here. So the same features are available here if you take the any Hana database, the same features. So the data is getting stored into here in the form of column store, in the form of that already we know, right? Hana is one of the column oriented columnar database. So it means it has only all the business data will store into the columnar way, column oriented and columnar way. And also we have the row store tables also available. Those are the system configuration tables. So that those system configuration tables, so that is available in the row store tables. Then business tables will be available in the columnar way. So that is the reason here in the Hana database, it will use the linear search method for the faster accessing purpose. It will use the linear search method. So parallel mechanisms, and also suppose if I talk about the advantages, there is a compression techniques. So it will use the compression mechanism to reduce the footprint. And also at the same time in the Hana database, we can store the OLAP and OLTP. Both the transactions we can save it here in the OLAP, OLTP transactions. At the same time, we can access it and also we can store it. That kind of capabilities are available in Hana database. So normally the data will be stored here, and one copy of data also stored into the storage level /Hana data and log folder also. It is stored into the one copy of data will be stored in their location also. It will be stored here, right? So here, what is the advantage? So what is the difference here? The Hana database, wherever it is there, it is the common features, common techniques here. But it is in the Hana, it has more capabilities, more data processing capabilities, the more SDA, and also smart data integrations, smart data access, and also the replication setup to your on-premise systems, to everything you can replicate the data. Suppose if my customer is on-premise systems, we have the database in the Hana database in the on-premise systems. So why should I use the Hana cloud here? Why should I use Hana cloud here? Right? That is everybody having one question here. So why should I use the Hana cloud? Right? Why should I use Hana cloud here? The cloud database. Why should I use here? So there are many reasons are there to use the cloud databases for faster access to the database. And also the more important thing is here, consumption-based pricing. These are the consumption-based. How much consumption you are using for the Hana database, you have to pay for that amount only. It's not like that you no need to take the separate license, separate, no need to do that one. It's not required for us. So if I take the comparison between if I give the comparison between your Hana, your on-premise, your Hana systems. Suppose if I take the comparison between your Hana and the SAP Hana cloud, what is the difference here, right? So if I take the comparison here, you will come to know here what is mean by here, what is the difference we have here in the systems here. So let me draw the one diagram here normally. So if you see here, normally in the Hana on-premise systems, this is our Hana on-premise system. This is the Hana on-premise systems here. In the Hana on-premise systems, normally you have the applications here, right? You have the application and also the data layer you have the data layer, and also you have the HANA database. You have the HANA database here, and also you have the OS operating system, and also you have the hardware, right? So on top of your hardware, you will install your operating system, right? Then after that, you will install the HANA database. So HANA database means here database softwares, right? So patches, backups, so tuning, monitors, so restarts, all kind of work. It will comes under the all kind of work. All the activities we will perform in this level. And also we have the data layer also here. The data layer here. The data layer where the data sits. On top of we have the application layer also is available here. On top of here, we have the application layer here. Application layer. This is the normal. We have the on-premise systems, right? This is the on-premise systems here. On-premise HANA systems here. Normally, hardware, top of operating system. Then here in this box, we will install the database, normal monitoring activities. So restarts, backups, tuning, all the kind of work we will do it here. And also we have the data layer. So and also the application layer here. Application layer here. This is the on-premise systems. Everything you are the responsible here, including building the hardware, OS license, hardware license, OS license, HANA license, data layers. All you are the responsible here, right? So when I talk about the HANA cloud here, so the similar structure I will draw here. Similar structure I will draw here. Here you can see here. Then here, same way here the application, data layer, right? Same way we have the OS. These are the same symptoms here, right? So same way we will compare we will compare the difference here. Application, right? Data layer, where our data layer data sits here. Then HANA database here. In the HANA database here, OS, then hardware here. So same structure I am writing to the here. Here everything is managed by your on-premise vendors, right? Everything is managed by your on-premise vendors here. So when I talk about the HANA cloud solutions, the application is yours. The data layer is yours here, right? Then data layer is yours here. So the capacity here, the selection of in this HANA services, during the creation of your HANA database here few parts, selection of the capacity, the selective capacity, how much capacity you want to use it. So select capacity, kind of the select capacity, it is your customer decision. It kind of, maybe I can write it like the customer decision. How much memory, how much you want to use it for that is customer decision. Based on that, your HANA will be installed, OS, hardware. Entire this structure is there right here. From here to here is the managed services. It is managed by SAP. It's managed by the SAP in the cloud. Here. So you are not the responsible for all those things here. Hardware, operating system, and HANA backups. Automatically, the SAP will take care of the backups. RPA, restore point of time, every 15 to 15 minutes here. Availability zone. Here you need to do in which zone, in which area, in which data center you want to deploy your HANA database. That selection capabilities, you have to take care of this one. And also the data is yours. Applications are yours. So all these things are yours responsibility here. In the red box in the HANA cloud, it's purely managed by the SAP. It's purely managed by the SAP here. It's purely managed by the SAP guys here. They will take care of that. Is the difference between the on-premise HANA systems and HANA cloud systems here. The capabilities perspective same. We have the additional capabilities. Here, if you ask me one question here, So why should I use the HANA cloud database here? Right? Here, management side, you no need to separate one. SAP will take care of, just use the service, the data you can store it, that application is yours. This only these things are yours. You have to pay for consumption based pricing. How much you want to use it, you can use that consumption based pricing here. It kind of scaling, we can scale up, we can scale in, we can scale up the environment easily, we can scale out it. How much? There is no limitations here, it's unlimited. So which means you want to go for the 4 TB, you can go for the 4 TB. It's fully managed solution, fully managed by the SAP to reduce the maintenance activities. These activities are fully managed by the, so this is kind of managed solutions to reduce the cost here, right? So here, so what is the purpose of this HANA code? What is the purpose here? General, what is the purpose here? Normally, the HANA cloud is a single data. It can be, so database, many transactional purpose, transactional data, analytical data, we can store it here. That is what we discussed, right? HANA, we can store that at same time, we can store and we can access the OLAP and OLTP transactions, and also the multimodal features. We can develop the applications, and also easily can inject the data. Speed, it kind of some speed accessing purpose. Speedily you can access the data. You can also use the some third-party sites, third-party applications to move the data to the your HANA cloud. So it's a many integration capabilities, means integration capabilities are available here, right? Then, so what is the difference here? What is the difference here? What is the major difference between the your HANA database and HANA cloud here? So HANA cloud, it's offer same functionalities, but HANA cloud offers the, so it kind of same power, same performance, so same kind of things here. But here in the HANA cloud, it's negatively built for the negative applications. HANA cloud build is natively for the cloud, which means the connectivity, for greater connectivity, there are the multiple new features, the managed by the SAP hardware and OS, everything is managed by the SAP. And also there the flexibility, and also flexibility here. So here you no need to worry about the hardware, operating systems, backups, maintenance activities, all kind of work. You no need to worry about this one. All these things taken by the, so all these things taken by the, is it only store the SAP data, HANA cloud? No, it can also store the some of the third-party applications. Also we can access third-party applications data. Also we can store the data here. There are the multiple replication methods in the HANA database, so we can use it here. We can use the future smart data access, smart data integrations, DP agent techniques to connect to the your third-party applications, third-party sites. So we can use this one, right? So that is the, so if I talk about the advantage wise, it's kind of transactical. HANA database is the transactical, means so transactions and analytical both will be, it means both will be storing at the same database level. So the developers need this both transactional and the analytical operations. They need both at the same time, they need both the data, right, to store the same structure in the real time without creating the additional copies such as material in use and everything. Without creating, you can store the data, transactional data and analytical operations, they can store in the same structure. In this way, they can reduce the footprint and also the additional efforts for the development guys. So they can avoid this type of things and everything here, right? So here, HANA database, normally if I talk about the HANA cloud database, so here the major things are here in the HANA database is the, so how many types are available here, how many methods here. HANA database, HANA cloud database, it is available in the free tier database, trials database, free tier database, free trials also it is available here, free trial database here. And also you have the enterprise account also, this HANA cloud available. Same as like in the free trial, how you are using, same set of connections, same set of things you have to do it for the your production usage also. The only thing is the free trial and the production usage, the major thing is here, if you are using the trial accounts or free trial accounts, there is some limitations about the capacity here. So that is called this is one of the frequently asked certification question here. Here, for the account, for one account, you can only create for free trial account. What I'm thinking here, for the trial accounts, you can only create one database instance, you can create it here, not the multiple here, right? So with the size is like, so 30 GB of main memory, 30 GB main memory you will get from as per the free trial standards, and also the two virtual CPUs, you will get from the SAP, and also 120 GB storage you will get from the SAP here. To use the trial accounts here, you will get all those things here, right? This is the standard one. This is one of the certification related question. However, to create instance for the production environments, so it's a consumption. The production environment is a consumption based user. So which how much you want to use it, you can use it. That is your wish. Based upon the sizing, you can use it. How much you want to use it, you can use for the production usage purpose, you can use it. The only difference between the production environment and free trial account is the size. The trial accounts you will get this type of space and size here. And also for the free trial account, the tier models or free trial instances will be stopped on the night basis. Will be stopped on every day the night basis, to avoid the usage. Night basis they will stop all the free trial account instances and everything here, not the production instances here. Each time when you are starting working on it, so you need to start the database. You need to start the database and you need to work it out. That is the free trial account here. And also, if you don't restart your instance within the minutes, if you don't touch your instance within this 30 days, if you don't touch, just you are subscribed, you are not working, you are not restarting anything, you don't restart, within 30 days, or if you don't work it out, what will happen? Your instance will be, your database instance will be deleted. This is about the restrictions for only for the trial accounts, right? So if you are using, that's fine, you can continue. If you are not using, that will be deleted here, right? So here the instance, see here, so how to create them, how to provision all these things here. So what you required to create the HANA databases, then what we required here. So here you require the one global account is required to subscribe the HANA cloud here. The pre-work is here, you need to perform the global account you required. Yes. So you need the global account, sub accounts, and also you need one instance HANA, the cloud instance service should be subscribed. HANA, the cloud instance subscription, you need to take it out here. You need to take the HANA cloud instance here. So how to do that one? How to take this one, right? So if you go to your HANA system here, so then how to provision the HANA cloud here? So what are the advantages we have for using the HANA cloud here, right? If you go to your HANA sub account level, if you go to the HANA sub account level here, let me show you here. We need to take the connections for the HANA cloud here. We need to take the connections of this one. Let me connect to my sub account here. So then, you can see here how to take it here. Here you see here we have our development sub account is available here. First of all, check in the entitlements you have already HANA cloud is available or not here. Just search it out here. HANA here, HANA, right? You have the HANA cloud trial accounts are available here. HANA cloud trial accounts are available here. Then, so check it, go to the entity assignments here. In the entity assignment, select the entities. Suppose dev01 development, you want to assign this one, right? For the development, you want to assign it here. Just go to here, check it out in the dev01. Is it assigned to the dev01? No. Then go to the configure the entitlements, add the service plans. Why? Because you need to take this service plan, you have to take it out here, Hana Cloud here. So Hana Cloud, you need to take it out here, right? So just you need to take the application, Hana Cloud application, right? Using the Hana, so application, and also you can also take the data lake. Data lake is the one of the new feature SAP introduced. It's part of the HANA cloud only, right? You can subscribe it here, all those things here, all the services plans, you can subscribe it here. In the production environment also, you will check the all these things here, right? Just to add to the your service plan and click on the OK button here. So that your in that service, you are assigning this service to the your sub account. In the sub account level, you are assigning this entity to the your sub account level. Then to log into the your sub account here, then go to the your sub account here, dev01, development 01 sub account here. Here you can go to the instances and subscription, instances and subscription. So here nothing is there here. Then what I can do here, click on the create button here, right? Just you can click on the create button. Now it is available. HANA Cloud is available here. Now you can just subscribe the tools here. Just subscribe the HANA tools to the your service here. Now it will be assigned to the your queue here. Now you are developing the you are taking care of the HANA Cloud here, right? HANA Cloud, you have taken care of the HANA Cloud here. So you can see here overview. So HANA Cloud allows you to leverage the advanced database processing capabilities of the HANA. So, and also backups are fully automated, service availability is guaranteed. So which means so everything they will take care of the backups and everything. So using the HANA Cloud, you can set up the databases, we can bring them to applications to running in the cloud platform. And also you can also replicate the database. You have the on-premises databases are there, you have the data, so or you have the some Excel formats data is there, you can also pull to the your HANA database here. So there are the multiple tools are available to do this kind of work here. So HANA Cloud, you can that will help you to manage data stored access in the performance. So better performance purpose, SAP is saying that you need to use this HANA Cloud functionalities. You have to use it here, right? You have to use the HANA Cloud functionalities here. Then open the HANA Cloud, go to the application here. It's not like that when you just click on the, when you select this button, you are entertained to use the HANA Cloud. You need to create the instance HANA database. You have to create it here. So that you have to database, you have to create in the Cloud Central, you have to create it here. But here we missed one part here. Why? Because any service, if you create it, you need authorization. The role should be assigned to the your user here, right? Then go to the users, right? Why? Because whenever you deploy, whenever you select any service here, whenever you select any service here, the authorizations will be displayed here. The cloud authorizations will be displayed here on a cloud administrators. So and security administrator. These two roles I have assigned to the myself here. So here, so you can see here, I have assigned the two roles here. Now I will go to the instances and subscription. Then here, what I can do here, just open the HANA tools here. Then the Cloud Central, HANA Cloud Central will be opened here. HANA Cloud Central will be opened here. Just log out and log in once, then you will get the authorization here. In the Cloud Central, we will do the all kind of work here. In the HANA Cloud Central, all kind of activities we will perform in the HANA Cloud Central here. So, right. So let me navigate it here. HANA Cloud Central here. Here, so you need to create the instance. Instance means normally in the database level, we will create the instance, right? Same as like here, you need to create the instance here. Either you need to choose the HANA cloud, HANA database, which means in-memory database. It will, so normal some documentation they have given. Same way we have discussed, right? In memory and also suitable for the OLAP, OLTP, and also the data lake concept also available here. So you want to use the data lake only, you can use the data lake, or so you can also use the HANA cloud. So we'll discuss more about the data lake once this is completed. So right, just click on the next step here. Here you need to provide the instance name here. So what is the SID or instance name you need to deploy here? Maybe I will create like dev01 is the instance here. Dev01 is the instance here. So it is validating the instance here. Then after that, you can no longer change the name. Once you create the instance here, you can no longer to create the instance here. In the on-premise systems, when you are installing the database here, then you need to choose the SID and everything, right? Here also we are choosing the DB name we are choosing here. And also here in the on-premise system, the system user will be created as a administrator, right? In the cloud level, the DB admin user is the super user. DB admin user will be created here. The DB admin user. So DB admin user will be created here, administrator user here. Then you can set the passwords for the DB admin user here, right? So then what is the version here? So here you need to choose the version here. Which version you need to choose it here, right? So from until which version. So everything is managed by the SAP. Just you need to choose it here. The form you need to choose it here. So what is the maximum available size here? 30 GB main memory, 120 GB HANA disk. So here you will get the all the D2 virtual CPU, whatever we discussed, right? The IP also will be assigned by the in the local your providers. They will assign the IPs, the host names, instance names, everything will be allocated here. Just click on the next step here. Then you will come to know here how much memory you want to use it here. The free trial accounts has the fixed storage here, right? If you want to reduce, you can reduce it. Minimum maximum is the 120 GB here. So here also two virtual CPUs here. So it's automatically calculated here. So you don't need to do anything. So it's kind of, so you will get everything will be ready in the class. Everything will be ready here. Just click on the next button here. So next button here. Then, so data replication is not available for now. Maybe later we can create the data replications if anything here. So here, suppose you want to use the database advanced settings. Suppose, so you have some on-premise data centers, data provisioning server. So if you enable the data provisioning server, so what you can do here in the HANA cloud database, this is in the cloud database, this is your on-premise database, this is your SAP cloud connector here. So you can integrate this cloud connector to the here same way. And also we can connect to the systems. Then whatever the data is there in the on-premise your databases, so all the tables we can replicate to the here in the HANA cloud, we can replicate it to the here. So that is possible here. And also we can create the SDI smart data integrations, smart data access here to create the virtual memory concept. So we have to use this kind of concepts here. SDA, SDI here, the concepts we have to use it here, right? So then, so we can use it here for that purpose. So you want to use the data provisioning, then by default it is selected, you can use it. So what type of allowed connections you have to use it here? So you want to use only the specific, only BTP related IP address. You want to allow all the IP addresses. You want to allow the specific IP address, then you can add the what type of IP address you want to access here. So that type of restrictions you can put it here, right? So then you want to use the cloud connector. Yes, the cloud connector is required. Why? Because to connect your third-party systems, third-party applications, to push the data to the here or to pull the data from the cloud, here you need to enable the cloud connector. Then only this will allow you to connect to the on-premise. See here, they have written here to connect to the on-premise data set sentence here. So then, so here you can just choose this one, just click on the next button. So you want to create the data lake here. It's a kind of integrated functionality. integrated functionality of the your HANA clouds here. So it kind of some data will be stored into the in the form of files that I will explain more. For now, we can disable it here. It's not required for us now. Just we can enable it here. Click on the just review the configuration. Just click on the create button here. See here in the on-premise environment, you need to build the OS infra OS packages, then downloading the softwares, then hardware, file system mount points. So everything you need to take care of all those things, right? Everything you have to take care of all kind of work. You have to take care of the your on-premise systems. But here the only the managing the database, how much you require, that is the only, and data is yours, and managing the applications is yours. So remaining OS, hardware, packages, backups, restore, recovery, everything is managing by the SAP only. That is what in the initial screen I have so described here. So this is the way we need to so subscribe, and we need to create the instance here. We need to create the instance of the your HANA database here. So while creating the instance, you will get the many things here that we will discuss one by one. We will discuss all those things here, right? So it may take few minutes so that will be completed here. Meanwhile, anyone, any questions, any confusion here?
Only one question. How sorry, how the developer will access the database? Like if you want to create some views, calculation views, or something like that.
We can do that one. Yeah, through same bash, or we can use the so Eclipse based tool. Eclipse also they can use it. So business application studio also they can use it to connect to the your databases here. In this databases they can use it here to connect to the here. And also as a administrator, so he can also use the HANA Cloud Center, HANA Cockpit, all will be created here. SAP HANA SQL console will be created here. It's a browser-based tool. And also SAP HANA Cockpit will be created here. SAP HANA, and also here the Cloud Control Center also, it is the main UI. These are the main 3 user web interfaces here, right? So those are also available here. So and also those things you can use it to do your administration activities. These 3 things are enough to use it here. For the administrators, my developers, they can use your Eclipse tool. They can use it here. They can not this one, so not this one here. They will use the Eclipse tools, or your HANA Studio also we can use it here. Up to previously we are able to use the HANA Studio on the premise HANA Studio to connect to the HANA databases, but recently I think they are not supporting to connect your databases, HANA Cloud databases from the studio. We have to use the dedicated tools only. Eclipse or Bash or SQL Console, Cockpit, and Cloud Central, you have to use it here. Now we will come to know here.
That HANA Cockpit, and additionally we have to install, or we will get it after installing this?
You will get now. I will show you here. I will show you everything now. Once you
and and this one is like normal SAP, like we can do this user creations and like how we are doing for on-premise.
Everything we can.
Same thing we can do, right? Once you install HANA Cloud.
Right. I will show you.
And yeah, one more question. See, you have installed one HANA Cloud system now in the free trial. So can we create additional n number of HANA Cloud, or we have to delete this and create new one?
We can create it. We can create So we can create it. But so you have the limit only available. That up to that limit only we can use it here. I think multiple systems we can create it here. Maybe one sub account, one HANA Cloud we can create it. That's possible. We can create it.
Yeah, one sub account, one HANA cloud. So
Yeah.
one sub account, two we cannot create, right?
Right. Maybe we can create it. Let's think. Not tried it, but we can create it, I guess. But only the thing is memory consumption. So the memory and the memory limitations here. Let's see. We can rule out that question also here. Once this is created fully, then so we can create the one more system also. We can create it here. Here, if we go to the actions here, so normally you won't get here now. Once it is fully installed, once fully creating, see here, it is a fully automatically it is creating fully. You just selected the template, just click the things and create. So whatever we do in the on-premise systems, right? So logs checking, but you won't get the trace directory logs like index server trace directory logs and everything here. Here you need to use the tools only. Hana cockpit only you have to use it here. Everything for checking, writing the queries, user management, so replication, data provisioning, catalogs, groups, whatever you see in the HANA Studio, normally whatever we do in the on-premise HANA systems, same kind of work we will perform it here. Same kind of work we will do it in the here. Same kind of work we will do it here. So that is possible here. That is possible here. And also we can update ourselves, we can update the patch. Backups is not in our control, but if we want to restore the HANA database, we can restore it here. That RPA point is here, 15 minutes. The log backups, everything, they will take care of everything here. Sorry, 15 minutes is the RPA here. So if you want to apply the log backups, then we need to contact them SAP only here. All those things here. We want to create the replications that we have to do it replication here. The basic setup you will get. After that, if you want to if you want to do any changes in the system, so we can do it here using these tools here, either the console, cockpit, also cloud controls, cloud central. This is a cloud central. This is a cloud central. This is the HANA cloud central here. So here you will get all the features here. Alerts, features, and everything here. It's taking time. You can see the progress here. So what is taking here, everything. So your instance is being created. Please refresh here. So restart initiated in the 10:09. Now it's already 5 minutes left. Still it is getting updated here. It's getting created here. But every day night, this will be stopped. Every day night, this will be stopped here. And the regularly, this will be stopped. Here the limitation. So these are the compute node and storage. These are the limitations you have here. This is one of the guaranteed certification question here. In the free trial version, what is the maximum limit of the memory, storage, and compute nodes? We will get it out here. What is the RPA point here? And also what is the RPA means, we know, right? That you will get it out here when you are doing. So who will manage the OS and hardware here? So and also backups, who will take the backup here? So all kind of how to create the replication setup here. How the developers will write the queries, which tools they will use it here. Then option A, B, C, D, you will come to know here. SQL console, then Bash, something like that, Eclipse, we can use it here. Eclipse tools also we can use it here. So like this, you will get to know here everything. Oh my God, this is taking much time. The mainly, while it is creating, the many intelligent enterprise applications are there. So they can use this HANA cloud instance as intelligent enterprise applications. So they can use this HANA cloud database as to store the data or pull the data from here. And also the coming to the data footprint is reduced here. Why? Because the data is storing into the compression format. You know, right? Compression techniques here. That's why I'm not going in detailed way. So why? Because what is the compression techniques we have here? So 10x compression technique, it will use it here. So advanced compression mechanism, we have the delta merge will happen here. So all those things we have seen and we have read in the in the on-premise data centers here. So normally the typically nowadays the IT challenges, the challenging faced by the IT is we have the OLAP data is a different app, and also the financial app different data, everything it's a different databases we required here. But when it comes to the HANA database here, for all the applications, OLAP and OLTP, everything you can stage on the one database, you can stage it here. So that is the major advantages so of the IT team here. And also you can also build the modern applications, you can build it here. So massive increase of the data volumes here. Suppose your data volumes are increasing, massive data is coming to your database. That time, better you have to use the HANA cloud only. Why? Because you have the, you will get the number of GBs like terabytes of data. You can move the database to the memory. So everything footprint detections here, and also you have the cloud-based architecture. We can scale it here. So we can scale it easily. We can scale it here. If you go to the properties here, so if you after this one is builded, then I will explain it each and everything here. How to build the all those things and everything here. I will explain it here once it is created. And also we have the differences, and also we have the simplified data models for the, so this one. So administration perspective, we will use the HANA cockpit. For developers, they will use the studio or some other console. They will use it for the development purpose here. So the security persons also will use it here. But here we have the use case like SDI, smart data integration, smart data access, the capabilities here. And also here, the raw data also for simple complex applications, the raw data can be pulled and legacy applications, they will use it here. The modeling perspective, the developers tools, when they are doing the modeling, means development activities, so they can club the schemas, they can club the data, everything they can club it. The developers knows how they can do the modeling in here. So they have changed here. There are many modelings here, calculation models, views, and everything is there here. The security perspective here, right? So many things are there here. Utilities. It is in the HANA Cloud Central. Still it is creating. And also the HA also possible here, means multiple regions. So you can deploy your HANA systems, you can deploy it here. Not only here, HADR. So that setup also is available in the cloud side. So same replica of the your on-premise. The only thing is the maintenance activities and everything will be taken care by your SAP only. So you no need to worry about that everything here. In the cloud control center, what we will do here in the HANA cockpit level, what are the administration activities here, how to stop it here, how to start the HANA databases, how to upgrade it here, the backups and the recovery of the HANA databases here. So all these things we have to discuss here. Once the instance is created, so many things are there to discuss here. So we will discuss one by one. We will discuss about the administration activities here. One by one, we will discuss here. Maybe let them create it here. Maybe it may take longer also sometimes based upon the usage. Now business uses, now it's a business hours, right? Maybe it may take longer also. We will keep it running here for today. We will pause it here for today. So then once it is ready, tomorrow we'll start the administration activities here. what activities as a administrator, what activity as a HANA administrator, what activities you are going to perform here. What is your roles and responsibilities here? Suppose one of the, yeah, I think it's running here. Now see here, it's running here. So let's see that, let's see here, if we go to the here, it's running here. What is the capacity? What is the backup side? As soon as it's running, the backup will be taken here. Automatic backup is enabled here. The retention period of the backup is only for the 14 days here. The 14 days here, right? You can see out of the 30 GB, how much GB already using here, already your services here, right? So you can see the compute. Compute means your CPU utilization here, 46% here. Your storage capacity. So, and also 120 GB, 2 GB is already occupied here. What is our data volume size here? So 552 MB here. What is the log volume? 700 MB here. So trace volume, right? So what is the network graph here? Administration, control, and everything. Still data had to load. Why? Because just now we have created the HANA instance here, right? So what are the plugins you have installed here, right? So what are the plugins? You need to sign into the database level first of all. You have to do the sign in. Sign in means you have to use the DB admin user. DB admin user, you have to use it here while creating the instance. This is the super user, same as like system user here. DB admin user, you have to use it here, right? So that services, what are the services we have here, right? So daemon, name server, index server, same as like on premises. So index server, DP server, these are the services are available here. Same what are the connections here? It will allow the all the IP address here. What is your host name here? This is the host name of the for HANA database here. This is the host name of your HANA database here, which will come by default by SAP while deploying your application here. So configuration side, we can see it here. And also version, what is the HANA cloud version here? So it's not like that we have the on-premises HANA S 2.0, SPS 04, 5, 6, 7, 7 like that here. Here they have the dedicated versions are available here. 2023.16.7. In the Q2, they have released it here, right? So 4.0. So like that we have the, and also you can see the configurations, managed configurations and everything here. Suppose if anytime you want to do some changes in the your existing HANA system here. So in this case, you want to uplift, you want to do the uplift as an administrator, your space is going to occupy, and you need to do the memory uplift here. Then you can go to the size here, then you can increase the size here. How much you want to increase it, you can increase it here. How much you want to increase it, you can increase it here. But so these are the things we can perform it here. You want to increase the backup retention days here, 15 days. So 14 days, how much here? By default, it's the 14 days. So, but you can recover the instance any point of time with a specific time frame. So, okay. So that is also possible here. So availability zone here. So because we are using the trial instance, so availability zone is not applicable for us. So what is the, whatever you have done the connections and everything, right? Everything is available here. You can see here everything from here in the, so in the estimation, in the main, in the managed configurations, you can see it from here. And also SQL console, and also you can monitor the services, how it is running here. What is the process ID here? What is the port number here it is using here? So all kind of information you can see here, 3 instance number, that this is the index server, right? 40, the first tenant database is 3 instance number 40 here. Then 41, 42, 43, like that it will create it, the instance numbers and everything here. Right? That is the main thing here. Here you can see it here. So then if you click this button, now if you want to stop the HANA database, you can stop with the HANA database here, right? So you want to reset the password, you can reset here. You want to stop the HANA database, you can stop it here, right? And also you can see here the DB cockpit configurations, Explorer, and OpenSQL console to write the consoles and everything here, right? So these 3 are available here. As I mentioned, to monitor the administrator, for to development, this one you have to use it. To execute this one, you have to use it. The tools will be created automatically here. Whenever you click on this button, then immediately your cockpit will be opened here. Then the cockpit, you will see all kind of information. Normally in our cockpit, in the on-premise cockpit, how we will see. So all these things we will see it from here. Same cockpit related information, we can see it here. Here we need to perform the all kind of work and everything we have to perform it here. Right? Okay. So I will pause it here. I will pause it for here for today. So tomorrow I will explain about the administration part here. What are the administration work we have to do it here as a basis consultant or the DB administrator? What activities we have to perform it? That I will discuss tomorrow. Okay.
Ravi, one question. Do we have
Yeah.
in HANA Cloud tenant, like multiple tenant? I can create more than one tenant, or
we can create it. We can create the nodes. We can create it. I guess we can create it here. Additional worker nodes. So we can create it here.
so nodes equal to tenant, like in premise HANA on premise, right?
Yes, right. Yes, right. Let me try to create one more. So here, let's see here. Someone asked, right? So whether we can create it or not here. So I think so dev02 I'm creating here. So then administrator. Whether we can go ahead and create the new instance or not. I think we can create multiple instances. We can create it here. Yeah, I think it's possible to create it here. So let's see. But no, can only create one per cloud trial. Yes, there is a limitations for cloud trial. So for cloud trial, you can see, right? Only one instance for the sub account that is possible here. For sub account, only one instance is possible here. So yeah, that's true. So
one more question. Sorry, one more question, Ravi. For developers, they can deploy application and HANA in this XSA, right?
Yes, right. Yes, they can use it.
Okay.
We will connect it. We will use the tools to connect to the HANA database, and we can also use it. Not only administration tasks, not only monitor administration tasks. We can also use some development tools here. So how they can connect it, how they can use it. So all these things also some kind of stuff scenarios we can execute it here. That we will do it here. It's not like a one-day topic, so we can discuss more. We can discuss more on the tomorrow and the day after tomorrow also we can discuss.
Ravi, I have one question.
Yes.
If suppose I want to connect my on-premises web system with the cloud HANA database, so will it be possible to connect
that ABAP system to that your on-premise ABAP system to your cloud system is not possible. It's not possible.
Okay, so if suppose I want to use the cloud web system with the same HANA database, will it be possible?
So HANA systems, HANA cloud, right? ABAP cloud, ABAP cloud platform on the HANA systems. So yeah, that is possible. That is possible to connect it here. But that I think we need that enterprise account. We need to get a support person, and that is the different channel we have to go for that one. Yeah, that is possible, but that is a different channel we have to go for that one.
Okay.
That is the reason, right? We have the S4HANA cloud option. We have the S4HANA cloud they have implemented. S4HANA cloud recently they have released for this one. So that you will get the S4HANA cloud public version. So that it's everything like everything you will managing by the SAP, you can use for that one. Software as a service. Now this is the database as a service. That is the software as a service here. So it's HANA cloud allows users of data virtually.
So we cannot do any administration task on this, as it is software as a service.
Yes, but here in the database side we can do it all activities. So but backups, hardware, OS, everything. So we cannot perform it. But only thing is administration tasks, stopping the instances, starting replication setup, development activities. So data provisioning, all kind of work we can perform it here. So, but
DB upgrade we cannot.
DB upgrade also we can perform it here. Database upgrade also is our decision to perform it here. Somewhere we go to the system level. you will get the one option here. Your database upgrade is you want to perform the DB upgrade or not, you will get the one option here. Just if you click on this S button, then all these services will be restarted.
In the first screen, it was the upgrade.
Yes. So then we can perform that one. It is available. It's available. We can do that one.
Okay, thanks.
More to come. More to means, so still we have to discuss our administration tasks. So that time more doubts will be clarified. More doubts.
Here, upgrade option is there on the top.
Yeah, upgrade path. Yes, apply the patch or upgrade is available.
Ravi, one more question not related to this. As you share the material for this, I mean to say course material for this class. So we are going through that course material, or you are taking any point at any time. So is this a sequence we are following, or
maybe in that material, maybe sequence is missing, but we are going by topic by topic. So dependency, topic wise, we are going here. So if it is the dependency, then we are discussing fully first this one, then only we are going to the next topic only. So like that we are going. So initially we discussed about the entitlements, sub account creations, Fiori, Launchpad services, then how to deploy the application in your backend SAP systems, on-premise systems, all these things, right? So similarly we are going. Maybe in the course content, maybe sequence is missed, but so here we are going the sequence wise.
Okay, and one more thing, I just created one